Over the past 10 years, it's been a slow burn where I've started to incorporate more of my interest in music and sound design and electronics and circuitry into physical objects and sculpture. Really, it's become something where I'm creating things that I enjoy playing with at the end of the day. They become like instruments or like effects pedals, but really are very sculptural and object-based. The electronics components in the work, the parts that produce sound, actually is built alongside the process of building the sculpture. So I try to not have a preconceived notion of what it's going to do functionally. I like to let maybe the sound aspects of it respond to the feel of the work. I do try to keep it relatively simple, that they're analog. I'm not trying to do too much with sensors and digital, because I really do enjoy the fact that they're also so sculptural to me, like being able to choose the color of the wire you're using on your printed circuit board to make a connection. Being really thoughtful about them as their own little ecosystem and their own aesthetic object. The way I incorporate found objects, it happened pretty naturally. So I was looking at a Modelo bottle and I just was like, this is the most beautiful bottle I've ever seen, And so bottles just happened to make their way into the work naturally. I started stacking them onto sculptures. And then of course the really quick jump happened where I was like, well, okay, how can I really manipulate this form by maybe removing, tapping holes and running electronics through or cables through, or melting them in a kiln, or applying copper tape and solder and soldering on top of them and creating these semi-religious-ish feeling objects where they feel really important. And I enjoy the process. They feel very personal to me. And so by that extension, they all have some degree of self-portraiture in them, being that they talk about something that I'm feeling at the moment, some emotion, And I think a lot of times the beer bottles have, for me, stood as these markers of time or of maybe anxiety or mental health at that current moment. All the works are meant to be engaged with. So whether that be the viewer, a passive viewer who comes by and wants to just turn it on and flip a switch and make a quick burst of noise, or and musicians or sound artists who are invited in to actually perform with the work. I want them to be accessible for everyone, whether you're a musician or not.